Hey, Matt Gerace here with Havana Properties. I am sitting with some new dear friends of mine, Steve and Jan Wood. They live up here in Park County, Colorado, and they saved my life last night. They literally did, and I really appreciate it. And they've been living up here. They've had their property up here since '71, and they've been living off the land. And I found out while I was up here visiting with them that Stephen has been writing a book on living off the land, and the book is Building Our Dream in Remote Colorado. And I just wanted to introduce him. And what happened last night is right about dark, I got two flat tires in the middle of nowhere. And there's not very many people that are living up here. And they opened up their house, their hearts, and took me in and made sure that I had shelter and was protected and helped me get my vehicle back on the road. And it was just a blessing in disguise. But I'd like to introduce you to both Jan and Steve. Steve, could you tell me a little bit about your book?
Well, yeah. First of all, thank you for the introduction.
Wow.
We do live in a pretty remote area of Colorado. We're completely an off-grid community. One of the very few totally sanctioned off-grid communities, not only in Colorado but probably in the United States. And the closest electric lines are approximately 12 miles from us. And we have now become a very good and thriving community. I wrote the book because in 1971, technology being what it was in 1971, it was pretty tough to live off-grid. You basically had to live as you would have in the turn of the century through the 30s, that type of thing, when there wasn't electric lines all over the United States, as is the case now. So we reverted to living. We never considered ourselves living poor. We just didn't have electricity. So therefore, we had to live within our means, and we had to live within the realm of what we had, and for heat and that type of thing. Today, the book starts in '71, and how we developed up here. Being this far back, at that time there wasn't even roads back in here. There were just cattle trails. And a man had the foresight, and he bought 1,200 acres up here. And during the early '70s, there was a lot of development going on in the mountains, in the remote areas, and this was one of them. This one thrived, many didn't. Through the years and through technology, it has become very, very easy to live off-grid now. As a matter of fact, the book really kind of progresses from '71 to modern day times. I go into a lot of my experiences. Most of them was my own fault. They were very humorous, but at the time they weren't. but it was just dumb things I did that I didn't know any better, that's all. So hopefully people that want to live in an off-grid situation can read my book and learn from it, so they don't have to make the same mistake.
Absolutely.
But today, off-grid living is really very, very simple.
What encouraged you to write the book?
Really my neighbors.
Okay.
Because of my experiences and because I'd played with being off-grid for so many years, that a lot of the people that's built up here in the last 15 years would confide into me in how to build a system that really works.
Okay.
So they would incorporate it with the modern technology, but they would use a lot of my older technology and incorporate the two, and it works very, very well.
That's great. Steve is also writing another book on the
1977 blizzard.
1977 blizzard that happened on the eastern plains of Colorado. Is that correct?
Yeah, it was 4 states.
Okay, and he's doing all the interviews for that right now, and we'll be very excited to see that book come available too. This book is available at Barnes and Nobles. Is that correct? And any of your bookstores?
Amazon. iUniverse is the publisher.
Okay. And so, I really appreciate him taking the time, and again, also for them opening their door to me last night. It was really great and a blessing. The temperature got down to at least
about 3 below this morning.
3 below this morning, and if it wasn't for them, I would have been sleeping in the truck on the side of the road. We did get snow up here last night in 3 below weather, so I was definitely not prepared for this, and got upstairs, brought me in their door, not only for protection, but also to help, distribute his book, which I think is a great book, especially if you're looking to buy property in rural areas and become self-sufficient. So we look forward to helping him with that, and we appreciate it. Thank you.